I want to share this video with y'all because I found this myself. See, I did a little bit of research. Actually, I wasn't. I was just scrolling up and down on TikTok. And it's found its way on my feed because actually I was looking at, all right, y'all want me to be absolutely honest? Shout out to I am Mr. H. I'm going to read that super chat shortly. This is the honest to God truth for how I found this video. All right. I found this video because somebody sent me a link to Cash Doll. Now, people wanted me to react to a whole Cash Doll situation as far as her and Tracy T. Some of y'all may not be familiar with it, but I just got to give you the context behind how I found this video in the first place. They wanted me to react to the Cash Doll video. Thank y'all to all of the super chats. They wanted me to react to the Cash Doll video about her allegedly breaking up with her man or her boyfriend or whatever like that, right? And so I don't. I'm largely, I am not going to react to the Cash Doll situation because close to home, and I love my Detroit peoples, and I don't necessarily have an opinion about that in particular. So it's plenty of other things that y'all send me that I have in the loop, and so I'll react to that. But because y'all sent me that, and I wanted to see what was going on and see if it was anything worth reacting to in the first place, I started scrolling up, and then I came across this video. In this video, there is a salesman that is trying to get a man approved for a car, and he is scoffing and turning his nose up at this car. And so I thought that it would be something good for us to add into the content to make sure that we get the full insight on how we need to do things differently, especially from a money perspective. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. I'm going to be in Houston. If you're a bag chaser, if you're a Patreon member, that link is in the description. I'm going to be in Houston this weekend, and we're going to turn up. Shout out to y'all. All right, let's get into it.
I've bought cars like this before all my life, and I'm not going from a Bentley to a retired cop car. You really don't know who I am, and you're lucky I ain't coming down there to get that ass.
To do what? All right, we're gonna be cold calling Terry back because I found a car that's more in his price range. I don't know how he's gonna react to it, but it's worth a shot.
Hello?
Terry, what's going on, man? Alex with Earth Motor Cars.
Hey, brother, what's going on?
Hey, man, just giving you a call back, man, seeing if you've extended your search with the Hellcat anymore, and I just want to let you know that I actually found us a car. It's not a Hellcat, but it is a car that you could pay cash for with the down payment that you wanted to put on the Hellcat. It's a 2018 Dodge Charger SXT.
Let me ask a question before we get into this. What is the obsession with Hellcats? I'm Charger, Challenger, wide body, 392s, Bumblebees. What is the obsession with Hellcats? Why are y'all so wide body, doing burnouts? I think that it is a decent car. I think the interior should have been updated significantly, but that's a whole nother conversation. But the black community is obsessed. It's almost like it's a spirit in that car. The black community is obsessed. It's almost like y'all don't feel like that y'all sufficient unless you get a Hellcat. Do the chicks come with it? Do the women come with it? Tony, you said you have no idea? It's fast and it's strong, trash culture AD. The N-word mobile's the fastest production car ever. It's not the fastest production car ever. Who told you that? It's not the fastest production car ever. That's a lie. Ghetto people like them. They want to speed. They fast and furious, thotty ride, popular culture. I don't understand. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't like what you don't like. I'm cool with it. If you want to get a Hellcat, if you want to get a Charger, Challenger, Hellcat, cool. But only if you can afford it and it makes sense within your budget. But there's an obsession with it where people are willing to sacrifice everything. They will sacrifice their living conditions. They will pay an enormous amount of interest as a result of it. They will absolutely live in their mama's basement as long as they can get a wide body Hellcat. Let's continue on with the call.
It's got 84,000 miles on it, and I could sell it to you for like 20 grand.
I'm sorry, Alex, you said it's a SXT?
Yes, sir. It's a black SXT, and it's only $20,000.
Look, brother, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. First of all, you really don't know who I am, brother. I mean, I'm not going from no Bentley to a retired cop car to a rental car. I'm not going to be rolling around in no $15,000 car. I told you the price ain't really an issue. I can come up with that $10,000, $15,000 easy. I have that cash with me. I just took out a loan to cover the down payment.
He said, I'm not going from no Bentley to a cop car. He said, I got it cash with me. And then he said, I just took out a loan to cover the down payment. Lord Jesus, be offense. Lord Jesus, be offense. This man said, I took out a loan to cover the down payment. You didn't really have cash. You borrowed the money to put down as a down payment so that you can finance a $100,000 car. Do y'all know how much these cars cost? I looked at them. I went to the Dodge website. Let me go and look at the Dodge website right now. Give me a second. I want to make sure that we all on the same page. Maybe I should share my screen. These cars are incredibly expensive. Then I heard that the dealers is marking them up even more. These cars are crazy expensive. And when I mean crazy expensive. Let me see what these is going for. I want to make sure that we all informed here. New lower starting MSRP. Make this a summer event. No monthly payment for 90 days. When financed through Stellantis Financial. Durango offers, whatever, blah, 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 blah. All right. So let's go to the Hellcat. Because I know y'all don't want no Dodge Dart. You don't want the Dodge Hornet. You want the big dog, right? You want the Born a Race. Wide body. All right, let's see if we can find it. Shopping tools, vehicles. Challenger, nope. We don't want all of that. We want a Charger. We want Dodge Muscle, actually. Is it Dodge Muscle? Last call edition, 392s, SRTs. Where's the cars at? Let me see where I can find a car. Let's go shopping tools, search new inventory. Challenger. In your area, let's go with models. We only want Hellcat wide bodies. Hellcat red-eye wide bodies. We don't want no Scat Packs. We want Hellcats. You see this? $93,000 for a Hellcat wide body jailbreak. 93. So basically, after taxes, you're going to be paying $100,000 a year. Let me see if I can filter this. Not by distance, high to low. $98,000 for a 2023 Charger SRT Hellcat wide body jailbreak. All so you can get it stolen, get robbed. That's crazy. $93,000 for that? I'm not going, big dog. I'm not going. Anyways, let's continue. So he took out a down payment. He took out a loan so that he could be prepared to put down a down payment for a $100,000 car.
Pretty recently, so I was ready for you to get me some info on that Hellcat, but here you are.
What do you
trying to diminish me to get an even cheaper car? That's not what I'm looking for.
What do you mean you took out a loan to cover the down payment?
Yeah, with my local credit union.
I don't understand what you mean. You're financing the $15,000 to $20,000 you have down in the car?
It's cash that I have, brother. It doesn't matter how I got it, okay?
Oh, it absolutely matters how you got it.
I mean,
Alex, I've told you this before. I bought cars like this before all my life, and I'm not going from a Bentley to a retired cop car. You really don't know who I am, and you're lucky I ain't coming down there to get that ass.
I've never seen somebody be offended at somebody else trying to get them to do the thing that's responsible for them and their family and their household. He said, listen, man, I'm not downgrading from a Bentley to an SXT that I can actually afford to pay this loan money cash for. I want the biggest and the baddest thing that y'all got out here in these streets, and I want you to find it for me.
Bro, to do what?
Or you really testing me? This is.
I'm not trying to, listen, I'm trying to offer a solution here.
It's not a solution, is what it is. What you're doing is insulting me.
But you would get into...
I'm not the type of man to do. My days of driving cash cars, $10,000, $15,000 cars is over. I bought Bentleys. I bought all kinds of cars.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, with your down payment that you have, Terry, on this car, you could buy this car cash and not have to worry about payments, and they look somewhat similar. I'm really not trying to give you a hard time. I'm honestly looking...
You lucky I ain't over there.
I don't know why you have to keep making comments like that, man. This is just me trying to do my job and do it properly and provide you with customer service, but...
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're just a car salesman. It doesn't matter how I make...
Now they start insulting you.
My money, you got to make yours. I completely understand, brother.
Exactly, you know, but at the same time, I'm trying to almost help you a little bit. I know you don't really need help or want help, but I'm trying to help you get into something to kind of rebuild your credit score up a little bit, so maybe...
Was that an 08 Bentley that he was talking about? Hold on, let me see something real quick.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, with your down payment,
$15,000. I bought Bentleys. I bought.
So I think it's an old Bentley that he got for $40,000. You can find them. You can find an 08 Bentleys and stuff like that for like $35,000, $40,000. It's not hard to be able to get a hold of those cars. Like the old ones, they depreciate over a period of time. They don't hold their value. The newer ones is really, really nice if you get them new. But the old ones depreciate really, really rapidly.
The cash and not have to worry about payments, and they look somewhat similar. I'm really not trying to give you a hard time. I'm honestly looking...
You lucky I ain't over there.
I don't know why you have to keep making comments like that, man. This is just me trying to do my job and do it properly and provide you with customer service, but...
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're just a car salesman. It doesn't matter how I make my money. You got to make yours. I completely understand, brother.
Exactly, you know, but at the same time, I'm trying to almost help you a little bit. I know you don't really need help or want help, but I'm trying to help you get into something to kind of rebuild your credit score up a little bit, so maybe 3-4 years from...
ain't nothing need rebuilding, brother.
I mean, Terry, if I remember the last time we spoke, you were a 440. Am I wrong?
How low does credit scores get? I'm just curious. I didn't know they get that low. Your credit score can get to a 300? I didn't know that. How do you become so negligent to where your credit score can get into a 300? I've never heard of that before in my entire life. Have y'all ever seen somebody with a 300 credit score? Credit scores can go from 300 to 850. Now, I am familiar with the 850. I'm not familiar with the 300. I did not know that credit scores can get into the threes. That is new news to me. I have never seen a credit score in the 440s. A 440 credit score, but you're trying to finance a $100,000 car. Yo, our priorities is shot. Is 100% shot.
Yeah, and I got 40 on my wrist too. You want me to show you the watch I'm wearing right now, brother? Money ain't a problem.
Okay. I mean, we've taken watches in on trade for cards. Do you want to trade the watch in plus cash? That'll get you closer.
Absolutely, I can do that. That's something I can do for sure. I got a Cartier watch, iced out VS diamonds.
And you paid $40,000?
Trash. Let me tell you something. If somebody got an iced out Cartier watch, it's not worth more than my Omega right here. Than my stock Seamaster Omega, it's not worth more than the Omega that I got on my wrist right now. Trash. Do not bust down your jewelry. Do not bust down your watches under no circumstances, y'all. Please, for the love of God. When you get something, leave it stock. Do not let them bust down a watch. And I know a lot of y'all like to flash and stunt. If you're not a rapper, listen, just get the regular old plain Jane, whatever it is that you have. You will be disrespecting the watch and the watch community if you then bust down your watch, all right?
$40,000. That's what I think it's worth. I ain't gonna tell you what I paid for it.
Okay, so I mean, hypothetically, if we put a deal together, you would put the watch as a down payment plus the cash.
I'm okay with doing that as long as it gets me into that car that I want.
We will do anything for a car. Anything for a car. We will be broke. We will sleep in it. We will sell our left nut. We will give our girlfriends over into an indecent proposal to get into a fresh ride. We will do anything. We are so behind. And then these same people will sit here and talk about, I can't survive, inflation, oh, it's costing too much money. They will do anything just to look good. Anything to propose themselves to look good.
Black, you wouldn't consider a non-black ghost? Because I have narrow bodies that I could get you in, and they're under 100 grand.
Where I'm from, we don't do narrow bodies, brother. We like them wide.
Hey, if you get above the age of 25 and you still talking about what we do, where we from, and that's how you making your decision of whether or not you want to invest in this thing or whether or not you should get this item, if it's based off of identity politics or diversity, equity, and inclusion, or whether or not people are going to look at you a certain way, man, we are lost. We are in 2024 and we still talking about where I'm from. If you are above the age of 25 years old and you still trying to stunt for people that don't care nothing about you, you are a lost cause, 100%.
I mean, I can respect that, but that's just, okay.
Alex, I feel like you're still wasting my time, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I can find a car like this somewhere else, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Feels like you've been putting me down since the moment I picked up the phone, and I really don't respect that. I don't really mess with that. So.
Okay. Well, let me at least text you the link to the one I have, man. I'm really not trying to waste your time. I could text you the link to the one I have just for you to look at, and I can give you a call back next week.
Yeah, brother, I probably ain't gonna answer next time.
He offended. He offended because he got bad credit.
All right, man. Well, just know that we're here for you, and I'm trying to land you in something that makes sense, you know. Yeah. So.
He talking about S6 people, it's more tripping.
All right, Terry.
All right, I'm gonna let you go.
All right, buddy.
It's insane, and I think that this would be a wake-up call and a lesson for a lot of the different people, because of course we got over 2,000 people watching here on YouTube alone. This should be a wake-up call for everybody, so shout out to them. I'm always going to link back to the content creators in order to illustrate a point. But my point is that we got to do better, y'all. We absolutely have to do better. It's no reason for us to be sitting here having these same conversations after we already know that it does not help us. It does not affect us in a positive way when we do things that's not in our best interest for people that don't even care anything about us. Your credit score is just a reflection of your bad habits.